So most of the time, I ask the people if they think if the Pope was sincere on his apologize to the community. And a lot of them say, yeah, he seems sincere. He seemed truly to pass a message. But some of them was like, no, he's mixing climate change, Ukraine war, no mentioning the responsibility of the church in this, and saying that I'm really disappointed of the apologize. So I think again the opinion of the people was really polarized. I would say some people were really into the popes, other were like, I'm not even sure if that will make a difference in the heal of the community. But I know one thing, like a lot of people agree that the money should have go and build better facility, giving them running water and helping them instead of bringing the Pope into Canada for an apology that he already did before. So a lot of people were concerned about the quality of life of the community, and that just the money should have been spent somewhere else, and the government should have apologized for what they did too, because they had a big part of responsibility on all of this story.
Yeah, that was one of the things that I noticed that was the same with Adam's coverage. So with Adam's coverage, a lot of the people said, the apology is actually quite helpful to us. For a lot of people, at least in Edmonton, they said it felt sincere and it would go a long way to healing them. But overwhelmingly, didn't matter if you agreed with the Pope coming or not agreeing with the Pope coming, overwhelmingly people said, we need tangible change on Canada's First Nations reserves. There is no excuse for a certain segment of the population in a developed first world country to be living without running water, with poor housing. And it's not just, someone is homeless. You have entire communities living in shacks of derelict housing. And whether it is through underfunding or mismanagement, there has to be a better solution. And a lot of people that Adam spoke to said, that's what we need. This is nice, but that's what we need.
Exactly. And it's what people told me. Most of them were like, our quality of life, we still don't have running water. Some of the water is toxic for us, and we need to deal with that. And like the poverty, it's incredible how it's high in the Native community. And so unfortunately, I have the impression that since 2015, when Justin Trudeau have promised so much change for them, nothing have moved from that time.
Right. So Justin Trudeau is going to go out there and say, oh, but I got the Pope to apologize yet again, when he actually hasn't done anything to keep the promises he made in 2015. He made promises to the Indigenous community for their votes and then abandoned them and actually mocked them. I don't know if you remember that clip where I think it was in Saskatchewan. Indigenous protesters came. They bought tickets to his event so that they could get inside. And this was a First Nations reserve that had been mercury poisoned. And instead of acknowledging that they had been mercury poisoned when they started protesting, he said, thank you for your donation.
People in Grassy Narrows are suffering from mercury poisoning. You committed to addressing this crisis.
Thank you for being here. Thank you very much for your donation tonight. I really appreciate it.
It just wouldn't even acknowledge that not only was their water not good, it was lethally poisoned.
And this is horrible, coming from our prime minister, the one who is in charge, not only of just, as we say, like white Canadian. No, it's in charge of multicultural people. It's not when they have like a serious problem that you need to take them like for in count or just refuse to see them at all. Like now he's trying to get more, he tried to get people to like him using the native community. No.
Oh, hey, what you just saw there is a clip from my weekly full-length show, The Gunn Show. It airs on Wednesday, but this is the internet. You can watch it whenever you feel like. You just have to become a subscriber to our paywalled premium content. Just go to rebelnewsplus.com to become a member today.